I see a lot of guys, especially like I'll give this speech from stage. Everyone after wants to come talk to me about their dream life this, dream life that. Have you even fucking wrote it down? Do you care enough to come up with a plan and a strategy to be able to achieve these things? Because if not, you're fucking lying to me and you're fucking lying to yourself. Because if you want to keep dreaming like that, go the fuck back to bed. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to day 2 of the free 30-day challenge. Please tell me that you got the whiteboard scenario done. Again, I know it can take a long time to get accomplished, but it is massively important to do so. Now, with that said, I want to talk about your dream life and Ikigai. Now, what we're going to be discussing today will actually be refining what you did yesterday, but I wanted you to get that brain dump that's in your head on paper. I wanted you to get it on the whiteboard. I wanted you to walk through it, and I wanted you to dissect everything. What I'm going to show you here, I'm hoping will give you a little bit more clarity on what that dream life really needs to look like, so you can go back. And again, I told y'all that is a living document. It is something that is meant to be changed as you progress, as you grow, and as you become that best version of yourself. So it will continually be updated. With that said, I wanted to see how you truly feel at current pace, where you are, what you do, how you feel about where you are, where you're going, the shit that you're getting done, the tasks that you have at hand, the pros and the cons of every option that you have in life. And now what we're going to do is we're going to get very, very, very focused on that. And we're going to talk about your dream life as well as Ikigai. Now, for those of you who don't know, it's a Japanese proverb. It's on the screen now. And it's going to talk about what you love, what you're good at, what you can be paid for, and what the world needs. Now, these are all 4 things that will truly help you define who you are, what your mission is, what your goals need to be. And it will give a little bit more clarity into different things like what is your passion, what is your profession, what is your vocation, what is your mission, and all the different things that those can stand for, right? And then obviously in the very center of that is your Ikigai. That is what it is that you need to be focused on. For full transparency, that is why I shut down a multi-million-dollar business to focus on Uncaged full-time. Uncaged is my Ikigai. I am convicted about the abilities that Uncaged has to change men's lives around the world, and that is why we jumped headfirst into building Uncaged. So with that said, what is Ikigai? It is something that is going to cover all of those areas of your life. It is something that you love. It is something that you're good at. It is something that you can be paid for. And it is what the world needs. This is something that I truly want you to get into understanding. And I will be posting a lot of some of the supporting documents in the comments, in the description of this. Again, I want to see your guys' stuff in the comments. We'll get into that here in a little bit. But I want to see where your guys are, how you think. And again, let's keep in mind that this entire time we need to be being as specific as possible, because it will be refining what you have accomplished on the whiteboard scenario. Now, why do we do this? This is going to give you a crystal clear look into what it is that you need to be doing. What is it that you need to pull passion from? How can you create it as a profession, as well as your vocation? And finally, of course, your mission. This is what we want. This will encompass everything in your life. You can still have separate things that will fill all these other buckets, but this is how you will start to fill your own cup. I can't tell you how incredible it is to wake up knowing every day that you are doing something that is in line with your Ikigai and is constantly building your dream life. Even though you might not be there yet, you know that the steps that you're taking, that one foot in front of the other, is all driving towards your dream life, and you are living inside of your Ikigai. The value of understanding this is going to be what gives you this inspiration and motivation to wake up every day knowing that you are doing good in the world and that you are accomplishing something, and going to bed every night feeling like you have actually done something to move the needle that is going to help build sustainability for you, your family, your employees, your coworkers, whatever the case is. This is going to help drive your legacy. And the opportunity cost of not doing this is going to, again, be very similar to not doing the whiteboard scenario, and you're going to feel like you're spinning your wheels and getting nowhere, but even to a deeper level, you will have this feeling of being unfulfilled. Like the work that you're doing doesn't matter. Like when you truly understand what your dream life looks like and you can truly comprehend your Ikigai, the level of fulfillment that you have all day, every day is absolutely insane. And this is a huge focus for all the guys in VIP because as they are building their lives, building their dream lives. If y'all haven't heard my dream life speech, this is something that I'm very passionate about. This is something that I speak very, very heavily on, which is why it translates so much into the VIP group. And we talk about it on roundtable calls. We have experts that come and not pitch about it, but talk about it and explain their experiences through the process and things of that nature. So what I want to do is I want to walk you through, again, what I talk about on stage. And it's really cool because what I go through on stage, you can hear people's lives changing inside the crowd. I know that sounds really crazy, but when we go through this and people are actually able to visualize, and we're talking in a 30 or 40-minute keynote. We don't have a whole lot of time here, which is why I'm trying to slow down on this 30-day challenge and walk you guys through step by step things that I actively practice and things that the VIP guys focus on so that you can apply it to your life for free. My goal, my hope for this free 30-day challenge is for you to take something that didn't cost you anything and allow it to change the trajectory of your life. So let's get into it. What I want you to do first, when we talk about building out your dream life, I want you to just close your eyes and I want you to envision, I call it your pre-dream dream. You're not really asleep. Let's just assume that you got all your critical tasks done for the day so that you don't have this overarching like gloom and doom, wondering like what fires you got to put out tomorrow because you didn't get tasks done. You're trajecting ahead, like all of your forecasts are positive. Like there's no other distractions. You're in bed. You're happy. You're going to sleep. Right before you go and start to doze off into that real dream life, you are wondering what the future looks like. You're envisioning this. You're daydreaming. Like, what is the car? What's the house? What are the vacations that you go on? What is the, where is your business at? How many lives are you changing? Who works with you? Like all these different things, you start to smile as you envision this stuff and you picture it and you really, really start to get in tune with what it is that matters for you. I want you to envision that. Now, what I want you to do is I want you to go through and I want you to start writing down things that you envisioned as being a part of this dream life that you have. And mind you, you're dozing off. You're daydreaming. You're in this in between of reality and subconscious, and you're really starting to, what it looks like, what it smells like, what it touches like, how it feels in your hands, how it feels on your face, these butterflies in your stomach as you experience this with your wife and your kids. All these things, whatever it is, and there's no judgmental aspect of this. It can be materialistic. I talk openly about the materialistic things that I want in my life and the reasons why, modestly and ethically, on why I care so deeply about those things. So I don't care if it's the dream car, the dream vacation, that dream house, some of the goals that you have. Maybe it's philanthropic, that retire your parents. Whatever it is, I want you to go through and I want you to write down in no specific order, brain dump. I don't care if it's 5. I don't care if it's 10. I don't care if it's 100. I want you to write down right now on a list, no order in priority, everything that you want to accomplish in line with considering this making your dreams come true, right? Many of us escape into an alternate reality when we go to sleep and we dream and we finally get to see things that we believe are unrealistic or unobtainable. And it's this whole concept of like, oh, it's good for them. must be nice, the ones that made it, the ones that have what I want. Now, we're not talking about envy or jealousy here, but we're talking about how do we come up with the actual strategy to accomplish it and to make this your dream life a reality. So write down everything that comes to mind that makes you think that this is going to be your dream life, that this is the ultimate level of success. What are those? What are those accomplishments? Write them down. Then what I want you to do is I want you to go through and I want you to number them in priority on what would make you feel the most successful if you had actually accomplished it, right? Go ahead, whatever those are, 1 through 10, 1 through 100, whatever you have. Now the next thing that I want you to do is I want you to go through and everything that is not 1 through 3, I messed that up, but you understand where I'm going. I want you to block it out. I want you to erase it. It should not be distracting you. If what you say is true, and if you were to accomplish one of these 3 things, you would consider yourself successful. You would consider yourself have made it. You will have considered yourself as living a dream. Stop taking focus away from these. Stop getting distracted by all this other noise. I'm not saying that those won't be accomplished, but you see these guys all the time that are getting pulled in every which way. They're so distracted. There's so many things that are going on in their life. There's so many shiny objects. And they want to be a yes man to everyone. They want to say yes to this. They want to say yes to that. They want to say yes to this. But while you're saying yes to everything, you're saying no to almost everything. You've got to really internalize what does matter to you. What do you need to be accomplishing? Where does your focus need to go? Because I'm telling you that every time that you spend time on number 7 right now, it is pulling you away from what you should be doing to get you towards number 1 or number 2. Because I want you to understand that the world is going to try to distract you. The world doesn't want you to be successful. The world doesn't want you living your dream life. There's envy, there's jealousy, there's corruption, there's manipulation, there's narcissism, there's all these things that are going to come in and try and steal this away from you. And as a fucking man, it is your responsibility to protect that for yourself, for your wife, for your kids, for your employees, for your coworkers, whoever that is. It's your responsibility, because I promise you, if it's not pushing you towards this goal, if it's not pushing you towards this dream life of yours, it is pulling you away. So as a fucking man, what is it that you're going to do about it? How can you get really fucking real and telling me that this is your dream life? I see a lot of guys, especially like I'll give this speech from stage. Everyone after wants to come talk to me about their dream life this, dream life that. Have you even fucking wrote it down? Do you care enough to come up with a plan and a strategy to be able to achieve these things? Because if not, you're fucking lying to me and you're fucking lying to yourself. Because if you want to keep dreaming like that, go the fuck back to bed. This stuff is what separates the ones that are actually successful from you laying in bed in that pre-dream dream and fucking dreaming about it. Again, the more specific you can be at this, the more successful you will be at it. Both in the whiteboard scenario, coming up with what your dream life actually looks like and the things that truly matter, and eliminating the distractions and comprehending what your Ikigai truly is. Because I'm telling you right now, we've had VIP calls with billionaire Bobby Castro. Not only did we have to move the entire call for him to fit in his busy schedule, but we were told we were only going to get about 30 minutes of his time because he had other prior commitments. While on that call, he texted his assistant and made her move and reschedule that following appointment. And he sat with us for 90 minutes, a billionaire that dropped out in the 9th grade, leading all the way to one of our other calls, Sammy Knight, one of the original founders of Mossy Oak incredible human being. I don't know anyone that has anything negative to say about the man. Genuine good man. These are two guys that I look up to that I would consider are successful. I would consider made it. I would consider are living their dream life. And guess what? They'll tell you the same. And the common denominator that these two guys, as well as many, many, many other VIP members, but I'm talking about guys that are at a level to be spending their full-time attention on mentoring other people, on helping impact others, which is our mission in Uncaged. So I pay attention to them because they're in positions that I would love to be in, where my full-time focus, it's to help other people. And the reason that I dove so hard into Uncaged, full-time, cold turkey, shutting down a multi-million-dollar business, is because they said that if they wished that they had started pouring into other people sooner, everything else in life would have come to fruition, probably quicker if they had stopped worrying about that and been focused on their mission. Which is why I am now able to get so hyper specific with this kind of stuff, because I truly believe that. And I also believe that the more specific I can be about this, my vision for what Uncaged stands for, the mission that Uncaged is on, the movement that Uncaged is creating, I'm very specific with it because I'm so convicted about what this can do for men out there like yourself who are taking a chance on you. Taking this free 30-day challenge is light years beyond what most are doing. But then I want to give you the flip side of that is you've actually got to do it. You actually got to write down, what's your dream life look like? You might be able to talk about it. You might be able to tell us about it, but that's it. It still is just a dream. It's a pipe dream. You have not gotten specific about it. How do you get there, bro? What needs to happen? How do you even know if you made it? If you have nothing to check a box off, no checks and balances, you have no KPIs, you have no way of actually, how do you even know? You've got to be committed to the cause. You've got to get specific about what it is that you need to accomplish to be able to get there. Because this is like driving across the country without a map. Can you do it? Sure. Could you have gotten there a lot quicker, a lot more efficiently, spent a lot less money, and not fucked up as much if you had a map? Yeah. A lot of these guys that I come into contact with think that, we can do it without a coaching program or an accountability group or a mentorship or whatever the case is. It's fine. You 100% can. There's no hard closes around here. It's just attractive marketing. We would hope that you would see one of the other VIP members just fucking accomplishing a huge task after huge task after huge task and wondering, like, what's different with that guy? How is he making so much progress in such a short amount of time? Because he got real. He got specific. He knows what needs to be done. He's not taking guesses anymore. He sees the path to take. And now he's just putting one foot in front of the other. It's just a matter of time before he gets that huge break, before he gets that massive W, before he starts living his dream life. You can have that too. This 30-day challenge is a blueprint to do it. But if all you're doing is watching the videos, you're just wasting your time. I mean, yeah, hopefully you can watch it and get a little bit of inspiration out of it. Maybe you can get motivated some, but it's really hard for us to consider ourselves an accountability group if we don't hold the members' feet to the fire. This is something that you actually give a fuck about, that you claim matters to you. Bro, what are you doing? You're robbing your future. You're robbing your dream from yourself, from your wife, from your kids. That blood is on your hands. So now we can either sit there and cry me a river, woe is me, and wondering why everyone else can be successful, but you can't. This is how. Get specific. Figure out what your dream life really, really is. Understand what your Ikigai really, really is. Go look at that whiteboard scenario. Take this information that you've learned here. Get rid of the distractions. Get rid of the shiny objects. Quit being a yes man and saying yes to everything. Get specific on who you are. Get specific on what you want to do. That is when you're going to start living your dream life. Guys, thank you so much. Can't wait to see you tomorrow.